Kicking off for Compton, wearing the Columbia blue, Chris Uria. 5'11", 155 senior. Kicking off from the 40. And we are ready tonight here at Santa Monica College. Compton visiting Santa Monica. Tar Babes are 1-1, coming off a huge win last week. Kick a straight down just to the right of straightaway, received at the 10-yard line, coming this way, eluding a couple of tacklers. 35 carrying a couple of guys all the way past the 40-yard line to the 41, Melvin Hicks. So about a 31-yard kickoff return for Melvin Hicks. Nice start on the big kickoff return. And they're going to actually place the ball at the 40. So the quarterback for Santa Monica, Philip Lopez, 5'8", 165, a senior. And again, this is a guy who came in early in the first quarter for the injured Leo Reynoso, who unfortunately has been on crutches the entire week. I formation, Lopez under center, the handoff right up the gut, 45, 46, carrying a pile to about the 48. So carrying a pile there a couple of yards and gaining about 8 on the run. Number 15, Edward Saldana, a junior. So instead of going to Dancy, they go to Saldana for a gain of 8. Carried the load a couple of yards at that. 2nd and 2 from their own 48. Lopez, again, I formation, one receiver to either side. And Lopez will hand it off again, this time off tackle across midfield. Good for a Santa Monica. First down, Tony Dancy's first carry of the night. 3-yard carry and a Samo first down. And again, first downs were very few and far between last week. From the Compton 48, same formation. One receiver to either side. Lopez calling the signals. A little bit of a blitz put on. 4-man front. Lopez hands off right side. Dancy breaks the first hole into the secondary and tackled inside the Compton 40. He is shy, but not by much. It'll be 2nd and 1. 12-minute quarters. Of course, if you're up by 35 or more in the fourth quarter, a running clock, that was the situation in the losing effort for Samo last week. 2nd and 1. High formation again. From the near hash mark, handoff, twisting and turning. Melvin Hicks across the 30. First down yardage and then some. Good body movement by Melvin Hicks on the spinning. And brought down at the 27-yard line for a gain of about 12. Second first down for Samo in this series, and we've played just 2 minutes. Looking pretty so far on the ground, as it did against Compton a year ago with Tony Dancy. Remember, he had a big game as well. 197 yards against the Tar Babes last year. Handoff, Dancy, right side, cuts back to the middle of the field and is down about the 15. Gain of 12 more. And again, Samo running the ball well. Get used to these ground attacks tonight. Both teams have a star running back, and you're going to see a lot of ground stuff tonight for each side. High formation, 2 receivers to the right this time. Handoff, Hicks, and this time not going anywhere. Going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage there. I believe that's Terrence Pratt coming up, along with 91, Jonathan Fernandez, senior. So the first time, the Tar Babes with an answer. From the 14-yard line, 2nd and 9. Samo needs roughly the 5. You can get a first down before the end zone. And we got some movement on the line. Penalty flag goes up. Our first penalty of the game. Samo thinks there was contact in the neutral zone. Let's see. Yeah, they're moving up. This is going to be an offsides neutral zone infraction on Compton. 2nd down and 4 from the 9. Again, Samo can get another first down right around the 5. Handoff by Lopez, again piled up there. Gain of a couple, but short. Dancy trying to push the pile. So 3rd, and it looks like a little bit more than a yard. Ball rests just outside the 6. Samo threatening here. You got 7:54 to go, first quarter. First series of the game. Dancy and Hicks in the backfield. One receiver to either side. Lopez handed off around the left side. Hicks into the end zone. Touchdown, Santa Monica. That was a beautiful drive for Santa Monica. 60 yards on the ground for Santa Monica. It takes 4 minutes and 25 seconds, and it was all on the ground. Tony Dancy and Melvin Hicks, capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run by Hicks. Again, 4 minutes and 25 seconds, and Santa Monica's got its first lead of the season. Edgar Rubalcaba in for the PAT. The snap, the hold, and the kick. A low liner, no good. So the PAT is no good. It's 6-0 Santa Monica, 7:35 to go first quarter on liveplaysports.tv. All right, back deep for Compton. Christian Swintz, Terrence Pratt, and Niles Hibbert. And Rubalcaba will kick off for Samo from his own 40. 3 men for the Tar Babes around the 10-yard line. Rubalcaba steps up, puts his leg into it. It is a high but short kick received at the 26 by Pratt, going to the left sideline, and will be pushed out of bounds around the 38 of Compton. And that's where the Tar Babes will take over. 6-0 Santa Monica, 7:29 here in the first quarter from Corsair Field.
Number 9, Williams on that kickoff return.
All right, Compton's first series. Santa Monica doing it all on the ground on their first try and capitalizing. Placed the ball around the 39. And should be Jesse Brew at quarterback. This team, handoff to the right. And let's see, going to get some pursuit. Christian Swint going nowhere, going backwards, if anything. And a late penalty coming in. And another one. You got one flag that came in before the tackle and another one after. Christian Swint, who had the huge game against Santa Monica a year ago and last week, driven backwards. Well, you got a couple of personal fouls called on Santa Monica, one of which was a face mask. So you're going to push this thing all the way up to the Santa Monica 40. Yeah, 2 personal foul flags went up. Wow, that is a big penalty favoring Compton, moving it all the way up to the 40 of Samo, as Swint on the first carry was pushed all the way back to the 31. It was a beautiful stop, is all for naught. So 1st and 10 from the Samo 40. This team runs a wing offense, a lot of misdirection plays. Handoff to Terrence Pratt around the left side. He'll be tackled around the 31. The ball comes loose. The question was Pratt down? Indication, yes, he was. Quarterback for Compton is number 12, Mickey Schrader, 6'1", 185-pound senior. Jesse Brew also is a quarterback who they've used a lot, but they start Schrader, number 12. And Pratt with the carry. It is 2nd down and 1 from the 31 and a half.
Mendez, number 55, center tonight for Compton.
Schrader back to pass, and they won't pass much typically. He overthrows his man left sideline. Double coverage there, out of bounds. It is 3rd down and short coming up. Third and 1. Ball sits on the 32, so it's a long one. They need close to the 30. Compton trying to make Santa Monica pay for a huge early penalty, and a handoff up the middle right near the 1st down marker, and they got it. On the quarterback keeper by Schrader, they just did get it, so move the chains. Ball will sit at the Samo 29. 6-0 Vikings, 6:17 and counting, first quarter from Corsair Field.
Coach, you can come through. Oh, you got it.
Head coach for Compton, Calvin Bryant. This is his 2nd stint with the Tar Babes. Coach there from 04 to 09, came back in 2015. 3rd year in his 2nd stint, formerly an athletic director as well at Compton. Back to pass, Schrader, and off the fingertips of his wideout, number 18, Tygene Green. Green's a sophomore. Off his fingertips, it makes it 2nd down and 10. Didn't think Compton would throw the ball twice in the first half, much less twice on the first series. Saw a little bit of them on video this week, and most of it was just wing, misdirection, just smash it on the ground, and around the left side again, Pratt. And Samo, good pursuit there for a minimal gain for Pratt. Another 3rd down coming up.
Number 61, Stephen Alexander with a big hit and tackle, making it 3rd down.
Stephen Alexander with a tackle for Santa Monica. 3rd down and 8. Ball's at the 26. Compton with the ball in white, Columbia blue. Samo on defense, navy blue and gold. Vikings 6-0. Schrader under center. And a handoff coming to the right side across the 20, and the Columbia blue might have gotten it there.
Niles Hibbert, number 6 on the
ball carrier, Niles Hibbert. So Compton, a couple of 3rd down conversions on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 18, and again, back to the ground game, approaching 4.5 first quarter with the Vikings up 6-0. Everybody a real tight formation out there. Whistle, pre-snap penalty. And again, a penalty on Santa Monica on defense.
Against Santa Monica, moves the ball 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction there. Move it up 5 more. 1st and 5 now from the 14. Schrader under center. Put a man in motion. Handoff and right into the line. Not much there for the Tar Babes on the ground. Apparently the ball came loose, but Compton will retain possession. Call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 3 from the 11. Whistle blows, and I believe a timeout called for Santa Monica. 3:32 to go, first quarter. Viking 6, Tar Babes nothing, but on the move. This is LivePlaySports.tv.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
Christian Swint back in the ball game for Compton. He was out the last couple of carries. That first play from scrimmage had his helmet ripped off. Samo was penalized on a personal foul, moved the ball all the way up to the 40, and ever since Compton has been on the move. And they're on the 11 now. Terrence Pratt's been doing most of the carrying along with Niles Hibbert. So Swint back on. Schrader under center. Samo four-man front. Fake the handoff, rolling to the right. Schrader looking end zone. Pass broken up. Could have been picked. Tony Dancy there.
24, Tony Dancy breaking up that pass attempt. Incomplete.
Dancy, an all-field player, does it obviously with his running, plays defense. Did punting last week, and amongst other things, big kid, very versatile, and mention his name a lot, I would think, tonight again. It is 3rd down and 3 at the 11. Again, Compton is 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. 3:27 to play. Schrader at quarterback. Pratt up the middle and stopped inside the 10. I don't believe he is at the marker. Should be 4th and 1.
Stephen Alexander on that stop, making it 4th down and 1. Pratt on the carry for Compton.
4th and 1 at the Santa Monica 9.
Ben, come here.
Vikings 6-0. Compton on the move. And the Tar Babes are going here. Whistle blows. I believe Compton's going to want to talk this over. Each team burns a timeout here in the first quarter. 2:44 left in it. 6-0 Samo. Compton will have a 4th and 1 when we return.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
All right, here we go. 4th and 1 from the 9-yard line. Compton going for it First fourth down try of the game for either team. A flip to Terrence Pratt. He's going to walk in. Actually, Christian Swint, he'll walk into the end zone virtually. And Christian Swint, who had 5 touchdowns last week, puts Compton on the board on an easy run from 9 yards out. 2:39 to go first quarter, and Compton will be looking for its first lead of the ball game. Looks like they're going to keep everybody on the field for a 2-point conversion. Hike the ball to Christian Swint again, and he will bounce off one tackler and into the end zone he goes. 2-point conversion is complete. 8-6 Compton. 2:38 to go first quarter on liveplaysports.tv. All right, back for Santa Monica, just inside the 15. Again, Hicks and Parks. And Urea will kick off for Compton from his own 40, now with a lead, 8-6. 2:38 first quarter. Pretty much what we've expected in the first quarter, minus the couple of throws. We didn't think we'd see a couple of throws in the first quarter from Compton, but they ended up scoring on the ground and doing most of their work. Between Pratt and Swint. And that drive took about 5 minutes for Compton. Helped, of course, by a couple of penalties on Samo. Personal foul and then an offsides. And there's a flag right there. And this one is going against Compton, so it'll be a re-kick. Offsides will be called on Compton.
5-yard penalty, moves the ball to the 35-yard line.
So move it back 5. Uriel now kick off from the 35. Compton will have a bye next week. And the week after there'll be a Gardena, while Samo is at Dana Hills next week. Compton out of the Moore League. Long Beach Poly, a powerhouse in there with Long Beach Wilson, Milliken, and Lakewood, amongst a couple of others. Compton coming off a 3-win season. In fact, they've had either a 2 or a 3-win season ever since 2009. The last time they made the playoffs, 2008. And that was their last winning season. All right, Urea puts his foot into it from his own 35. The ball will be let go and picked up at the 9. Hicks, 15-20, spins and will be brought down inside the 25. And that's where Samo will go to work. 2:33 first quarter. The Vikings are now behind 8-6. All right, Philip Lopez back to work. Beautifully orchestrated drive to start the ball game. Getting it done on the ground. Took 4 minutes and 25 seconds to score, capped off by a 6-yard run by Hicks. I formation, one receiver to either side. Lopez hands off, and not much going on there. Dancy driven backwards.
OP Cafe is located at 31st and Ocean Park Boulevard. Opens at 7 a.m., closes at 3 o'clock. Join them every morning for a delicious breakfast. Monday through Friday, enjoy their...
Actually gave Dancy a yard on the forward progress, so 2nd down and 9. That's how strong he is. Carried several guys there for Compton for that whole yard, but driven back at the last moment after the forward progress. Second down and 9. We go under 2 minutes first quarter. Handoff again. This time Hicks spins a couple of times. Avoids one would-be tackler, but brought down by Daryl Starks, the linebacker, and it'll be 3rd down and 3. Nice 6-yard pickup by Hicks. Third and 3 from the 32. Ball lined up on this left hash mark for Lopez from center. Looking for the option coming this way. Can't get around the Compton men. Never did pitch it. Lopez keeper. He is tackled quickly. And Santa Monica looking at 4th down and a punting situation as we go under a minute. First quarter. And Terrence Pratt, another two-way player, helping it on the tackle. All right, Santa Monica punting 4th and 3 from the 20-yard line. Looks like Parks kicking it away. Ball will be bounced at the 41 and picked up the 30 around the left side. And there goes Jesse Brew. Picks it up, shoots right down the left side of the field, down the sideline. One man to beat at the 10, 5. Brew hits the pylon, loses the football at the last moment, but picked up. This should be, I would think, a Compton touchdown. He hit the pylon, and the question is, if he held on to it, Brew would score, but if he fumbled, the recovery would be good for a touchdown. Compton, either way, there will be a discussion here, but this should be a Compton touchdown as time expires in the first quarter. Brew was tackled just at the pylon, lost the football. The question is, did he hit it before he lost it? That was a heck of a run by Jesse Brew from the 30, and it will be negated either way because there was a block in the back. There was a penalty marker that we missed out there, so much for that. A block in the back called on Compton. Both teams have had one major penalty now in this game. And with that, first quarter in the books, Compton 8, Santa Monica 6. Compton will get the ball in Santa Monica territory to start the second quarter. 8-6 Compton after one quarter of play from Corsair Field on liveplaysports.tv. Now Compton from the 48, pitch to the right, and up to about the 41 is Christian Swint. And apparently that was a untimed down. There is an injured Samo player just outside the 45. The only thing I can think of there, an untimed down, and then now they'll switch? Yeah, I guess. All right, that's what we believe. So I believe now officially the quarter comes to an end. 8-6 Compton. We'll step aside again on liveplaysports.tv.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
61, isn't it? 61, Stephen Alexander. That's our starting center. Stephen Alexander getting assistance off the field. That's a huge problem. There goes Big Steve.
All right, now the two teams will swap sides, right to left. Compton. The injured Viking was Stephen Alexander, the starting center. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Compton after the huge block in the back penalty that negated a touchdown kick return by Jesse Brew. Would have been a 70-yard return on the punt, but block in the back, and penalty is a factor through 1 quarter of play tonight. 8-6 Tar Babes with the lead and the ball from the Samo 40, 2nd and 3. Second quarter underway.
Schrader under center for Compton.
Schrader still the quarterback for Compton. And a pitch to Swint and driven backwards to the 47.
Number 1, Christian Swint, and Tony Dancy breaking through for a loss.
Dancy in on the tackle for Samo. Big loss for Swint. Be 3rd down and 8. And we'll spot the ball at the Samo 45. All right, back to pass. Schrader now will take it himself on the keeper. 35, pushing a couple of Vikings across the 30 to the 28 thereabouts. First down yardage and then some on the keeper for Schrader.
Brought down on that play by number 88, Brandon Ramos, and 24, Tony Dancy.
Ramos and Dancy with the tackles for the Vikings. Not before a first down. Another one, and again, effective running, just as we thought it was going to be tonight for each of these teams. 1st and 10 from the Santa Monica 28, 10:45 second quarter. Tar Babes 8-6. Touchdown and 2-point conversion for Compton on the last series. A flip to the left, trying to get around the edge. Pratt, 10-5, and brought down from behind. Parks with the tackle.
Number 2, Terrence Pratt, brought down by number 31, Sebastian Acosta.
But Acosta also with the tackle. But all the way to the 5-yard line. A gain of 23 for Pratt on the ground. 1st and goal from the 5. Continues to be the Swint and Pratt show out here for the Tar Babes, looking to build on the 8-6 lead. Schrader, handoff, Swint up the middle. Will waltz in. Christian Swint, his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one from 5 yards out. First one was a 9-yarder. And Compton, a couple of rushing touchdowns. 10:06 second quarter, 14-6. They lead it. And it appears Compton yet again will go for 2. They converted successfully the first time. And they'll realign middle of the field here. And nope, it turns out that Urea will end up trying a PAT. The snap, the hold, and the kick is good. So they go with the realignment, end up setting for the PAT, and Compton scores 7 on that drive to go up 15-6, 10:06 second quarter on liveplaysports.tv.
The Samo High Booster Club thanks its generous sponsors for their generous donations, including Connor Scannell, Nakamura Fletcher family, Regina Jackson, Bennett's Mall Partners, the LaGreco family, Marsh and Bennett's Law Offices, the Green family, the Cadavid family, the Platt family, Neil Morley, Mayor Ted Winterer, Neil Daniels, the Parks family, the Bike Shop, Santa Monica, serving Ocean Park and all of Santa Monica for over 12 years. On
Urea will kick off for Compton at his own 40, 10:06 second quarter, 15-6. Tar Babes with 15 unanswered. Last 2 drives, big time stuff on the ground. And Urea from his own 40. Again, Hicks and Parks at the 10. Hicks will take it at the 10, trying to get left sideline. 20-25, evades 1 tackler up to the 37 thereabouts, where the Vikings will go to work. 1st and 10.
Hicks brought down by Ty-Jean Green.
Ty-Jean Green brings them down after the roughly 22-yard kickoff return for Hicks.
That ball on the 38-yard line. First down, Samo High.
Gonna go back to the ground, perhaps. It's where much of the work has been done. Hicks out wide right, and a couple of setbacks. Lopez will hand it off, and brought down immediately is Hicks.
Hicks on the carry. Brought down by Terrence Pratt.
Terrence Pratt, the two-way player for Compton. Call it no gain from the 38. 2nd and 10. Clock rolling, 9.5 to go here in the first half.
Edgar Rubalcaba in the backfield.
And another timeout called by Santa Monica. It's their 2nd of the half. 9:24, second quarter. Compton 15, Santa Monica 6 on liveplaysports.tv.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
Second and 10 from the 38 after the no gain by Hicks. Stacking up the box as Compton on defense. Lopez rolling out to his right sideline, and the pass looks good to me. Donovan Parks right near midfield. Nice rollout to the right by Lopez. Even a better catch by Donovan Parks before he was hit out of bounds by Jesse Brew. And Parks.
First down.
Santa Monica first down, 49-yard line, gain of 11. Nice feet, nice rollout, nice catch by Parks on the sidelines. 2 receivers to the right, 1 in the slot. Hicks and Dancy in the backfield, shotgun formation. Short throw across midfield off the fingertips of the tight end and out of bounds. That's Ramos. The intended target. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Already a few first downs for the Vikings in this game. We only saw, I believe it was 3, maybe 4, all of the Cypress game. Doing some nice work. Finally saw a nice short pass. And movement, both teams. Lopez lost it, picked it up, and he'll go across midfield. But hold on, we'll see about the, or was there even a flag? I don't know. There was all sorts of movement before the snap, and I don't even think there was a flag. So Lopez moves the ball up to the 48 on the keeper. How there was no call there for either side, who knows, but 3rd and 7. And it, frankly, works the way of Compton because the minimal gain puts Samo in a 3rd down situation. 3rd and 7 from the 48. Need the 41. And a pitch left to Hicks across midfield, trying to get outside. He does not. He is hit hard, not even to the 45. 4th and mid-range coming up. And Christian Swint on that side of the ball with the big hit. As Hicks is hit hard at the 46. You need 5 yards, so let's see. Kind of a no man's land here. Let's see what the Vikings decide to do. And Ramsey Lambert is going to go ahead and apparently send on the punt team. It'll be Donovan Parks with his 2nd punt of the game. And remember what happened the first time with Jesse Brew back there. 70-yard return, but it was negated on a block in the back. Parks standing at the 43. The punt is partially blocked and deflected. It will be down at the other 43. There is a penalty flag on the field.
It is on the field. But it may not matter because if you chip the ball, it doesn't matter. The ball's live. Oh, they ran into it. They ran into it. They called it.
Possible running into the kicker.
Once the ball's touched.
Yeah, it was blocked, so typically you'll see a ref pick that flag up, realizing that it was deflected. So let's see how this shapes up here. 7:51 to go in the half. Compton up by 9. It's called running into the kicker, and it's going to give Santa Monica a 1st down.
That penalty, running into the
so they are going to honor the running into the kicker. The ball was tipped, so not sure if they just missed it or... And it wasn't a personal foul because it would have been signaled on the field. It would have been 15 up and a possible ejection. So I don't know. I got to believe that the crew down there just missed it. So this could very well end up being a huge break for Samo. See how it turns out. Are they going to wave the flag? Now they're going to wave the flag. Well, maybe should have waved the flag before signaling the 1st down. But the flag is waved, and they did get it right, and that's the bottom line.
To clarify that waved flag, the defender deflected the punt attempt.
So Compton will take over at the 43.
Allowing contact, and therefore the play continues.
Very short punt by Parks after the block kick. And Compton will take over. Handoff, Swint to the right side. Coming around the edge, missing several tacklers. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. One man to beat. Does he have ground on him? He does. Christian Swint takes it to the end zone after a reverse. Swint again. They run a lot of wing and misdirection plays. There's one of them right there. Christian Swint, 57 yards on the ground, and Compton has extended their lead to 21-6. 7:37 to go, 2nd quarter. One play, that's all it took after the deflected punt. Swint on the reverse and into the end zone, avoided a couple of tacklers, and then was not touched the rest of the way. Swint's third touchdown of the game. Penalty there. Flag is on Samo on an offsides. Boy, Compton just running circles around the Santa Monica defense here in the first quarter and a half of this game. And it appeared to be the other way around to start the game. It was a beautiful Santa Monica drive. First 4.5 of the game tonight. 60 yards. There's a 2-point conversion. 23-6, Tar Babes, 7:36 to go before halftime. And that's 23 unanswered for the Tar Babes on liveplaysports.tv. Back to kick yet again. Chris Urea for Compton. Hicks and Parks back for Santa Monica. 7:36 to go. It took one play from scrimmage. That's all for Christian Swint. 57-yard run after a couple of would-be tacklers. Flag on the field before the kick. And maybe too many men on the field. Apparently they called the delay of game on Compton. Interesting on a kickoff. It'll move it back to the 35. This happened last kickoff. They were called for a 5-yard offsides. Move it back to the 35. Compton now with 23 unanswered to go up 23-6. 7:36 to go. So the last 9 minutes or so of this football game, Tar Babes have dominated, putting it in the end zone 3 times, all on Christian Swint runs. Ball picked up around the 28 and brought down about the 37.
That's
18. Joseph Duran picking the ball up on a short kick. Return of about 9 yards up to the 38. And Santa Monica has to go back to the ground. You just avoid putting the ball back into Compton's hands. They're just getting run over by the Compton backfield. So you got to take time off the clock, establish a run, get into maybe some short throw situations. Use that as your run plays as well. And we saw one of those plays on a beautiful catch on the near sideline the last time Samo had the ball. Lopez handed off, and Dancy's got maybe a couple. So be second down. Clock will run, of course. And if Santa Monica does what it wants to do, maybe Compton won't have much time before halftime when they get the ball back. You need some first downs. Samo's got a few of them tonight, and you got to keep the chains moving and eat clock. Ramos in motion. And a pre-snap penalty again.
Flag on the play.
That'll be a false start on Santa Monica, so move it back 5. Second down and 13 from the 35.
Moves the ball back 5 yards. Second down.
Philip Lopez under center tonight for Santa Monica. Second string coming into last week's game. Played most of it for the injured Leo Reynoso, unfortunately on crutches. Watching the game on the sideline tonight. Lopez, again they put Ramos in motion. One man to either side. Roll out to the right, option right. Parks has it at the 36 and will be brought down. Face mask is going to be the call there. So this penalty will go against the defense.
It looked like it jerked him, so I would say it's more than
Was it a quick touch of the face mask or was it a personal foul face mask? It will be a 5-yard penalty. Move it up to the 41.
That unintentional face mask is a 5-yard penalty. Moves the ball to the 41-yard line. Second down.
So each team with a 5-yard penalty on this series. Second down. Ball spotted on the 41. Need about 7 yards for the first. High formation. Lopez option right coming this side. Slides to about the 47 on the keeper. Be short of the first down, but
Reaching the 46-yard line.
Vikings moving it little by little and maybe more importantly chewing the clock. You don't want to put the ball back in Swint's hands late in the half. Third down and 2, big play coming up. Ramos again in motion. Compton showing blitz, miscommunication on the handoff, and Hicks will be driven back. That'll bring up a fourth down. Shamar Lucas on the tackle, bringing down Hicks. Ball will be spotted on the 42 after the loss of 4, and it brings up another 4th down and 6. So one would think you got to punt the ball away again. Parks in punt formation, standing at the 31-yard line.
Becerra at deep snap. Donovan Parks.
Becerra, the snapper. And the ball will be kicked away by Parks and caught at the 27 and caught it on Jesse Brew with a knee on the 28-yard line. So 1st and 10, not what the Vikings wanted. Put the ball back in Compton's hands as we get late in the second quarter. Already 23-6 with 23 unanswered points. Hope everyone's having a nice week from Corsair Field here at Santa Monica College. Vikings on the road next week at Dana Hills, but started out to be a nice evening. First 4.5 minutes, 60-yard drive, all on the ground. Just nothing since. Compton has taken over on the ground themselves. Here's another effort on the ground and a missed couple of tackles. Very athletic team all the way up to midfield on a big-time carry, a gain of 23 more. This team is just annihilating Santa Monica's defense on the ground.
First down, Compton.
Just these tough runners. Obviously, the size as well that Compton has. Not a deep team at all, but a ton of size, and that's certainly helping their cause. 4:09, clock moving at midfield. First down, Tar Babes, the flip. And coming this way across the 45 and pushing us several Vikings to the 40. That's Terrence Pratt.
Terrence Pratt on the carry, brought down by Joseph Becerra.
Becerra with the tackle. Pratt and Swint have done probably 95% of the work on the ground. A little bit, couple of carries as well tonight from Niles Hibbert, but 1-2 punch, number 1 and 2, Swint and Pratt I've done much of it from the 40 now, where it will be second, and it looks like inches. Swint coming off a 5-touchdown week. Already with 3 in the first half tonight, and 23-6 on top. His team is. Penalty flag. Schrader going back, but blow the ball dead here. That'll be a false start on Compton, so 2nd and 6. Move the ball back to the 45-yard line. Penalties have been big for both teams in the first half, but it has hurt the Vikings a little bit more. They've had a couple of flags go against them that, well, gave Compton a little easier of a task. There's a flip. Pratt up the middle, actually Hibbert.
Number 6 on the carry, Niles Hibbert, brought down by...
So Hibbert brought down just shy of the 40. Elijah Mole credited with the tackle for Samo, where it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard for Compton. Clock moving, 2:40 to go. So this is a great time for Santa Monica to get a stop. Already down 17. Put Hibbert in motion behind the backfield. Timeout called by Schrader. So that's their second timeout. Each team with 1 left. 2:25 to go, second quarter. Tar Babes 23-6. LivePlaySports.tv.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
Well, right back to where Compton was before the penalty. And then the run by Hibbert got it back to around the 41. So 3rd and less than a yard. Possible sneak, but they give it to Swint again. He goes across the 40 for a Tar Babe first down. Tackle at the 39.
Brought down by number 33, Elijah Mole.
Elijah Mole with a 2nd straight tackle. Parks also in on the play. First and 10 at the 39 for Compton, as the clock is ticking away here in the first half.
Support Samurai Viking Athletics with your purchase of the 50-50 raffle ticket. Boosters
go under 2 minutes. It's this wing formation all night. Flip left. Switch changes his field. Comes to the left. Avoids several players in the secondary and going to be brought down finally by Anthony Ruddle around the 15. That is another healthy gain on the ground for Compton.
Christian Swint. First down, Compton.
Up to the 16-yard line. Got about 19 there on the ground. That's what Compton has been doing this entire first half. Approaching 90 seconds to go before halftime. Compton, this would absolutely be devastating for Samo if they were to punch it in again. That's what Santa Monica wanted to do, chew up the rest of the half and score themselves, but see how this finishes out. In the first half, up the middle, right side now Pratt, hit from behind. He'll be brought down around the 7. Close to the first down. Again, they can get a first down before the touchdown, as we're going to go under a minute here. Schrader, pitch rather, going to the left, and this is first down yardage. Close to the goal line. 48.2 to play. Clock will stop for the moment. First and goal from the 2. Clock moving now. And Compton going to eat every moment of this remaining 35 seconds here before halftime. Schrader pitch up the middle, through the line, into the end zone, and an absolute backbreaker for Santa Monica to close the first half. 21 seconds to go. Terrence Pratt on the 2-yard touchdown run this time.
Touchdown, Compton.
Another Viking slow to get up, still down in fact. 29-6. Compton on their 4th rushing touchdown. Pratt's first of the night. An extra point still coming up, but there is an injured Viking right around the goal line, and absolute last thing you want to see. These injuries have just been something else for Santa Monica these first 3 ball games. Can't quite make it out who is on his back. Is that Ramos? Wow, that is a big name on the Santa Monica roster. Brandon Ramos, the 6'3", 190-pounder senior, and he's been a nice tight end for the Vikings.
Ramos is up and being assisted off the field.
And he's going to walk off the field. Defensive lineman and tight end for Samo. He'll be helped off the field. Just an absolute backbreaker for Santa Monica, allowing another touchdown late in the half. 29-6. At first glance, Compton looking like they want to go for 2. Let's see if they realign and get back into the PAT formation as they did last time. And yeah, they're going to forget about the 2. They'll go for the PAT. Swint holding for Urea. The hike and the hold and the kick is straight down the middle. PAT is good. 30 unanswered for the Compton Tar Babes. 30-6, 21 seconds to go before halftime on liveplaysports.tv. All right, Compton kicking off with 21.1 on the clock before halftime. They have scored 30 unanswered. All on the ground. This time, Terrence Pratt from 2 yards out. First 3 touchdowns done by Christian Swint. And the kick by Urea is on the ground. Takes some hops and will be picked up finally at the 20. Donovan Parks coming to the right side, going to be dragged down by the head around the 31. And now if you're Santa Monica, maybe take 1 or 2 shots down the field. If you don't feel like it, wouldn't be such a bad idea to sit on it and just regroup at halftime, because that was an awful way for the Vikings to end the first half. Had the ball rather late in the second quarter. Could have chewed up more time, on the move a little bit. It came to a halt and then put it right back into Compton's hands, and it cost them. So 13.9. Let's see how they play this from the 30. And it'll be a handoff to the right side going nowhere. No gain there. Hicks on the carry, and that will be the last play of the first half. Well, the Vikings scored the first possession of the game. Took 4.5 minutes. It was their first lead of the season. Missed the conversion, but a Hicks 6-yard touchdown run with 7:35 to go in the first quarter. And that was it. 4 straight touchdowns since then, 3 of them by Christian Swin from various yards out, and then Pratt capped off the last one right before halftime. 30-6 Compton. This is a game that Santa Monica won on the road a year ago by 20. Halftime from Corsair Field. Vikings down 30-6. Step aside on liveplaysports.tv.
Me up, or you guys walk off the field? Come on, Dan.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
Maybe he's trying to toughen him up for the second half. He's going to call up more sneaks.
You know that Phillip literally suffers from major seizures.
No. Lopez?
His freshman year, he didn't finish a game because he'd have a seizure in every quarter.
Jesus.
So now my fear about it is that he's going to go back to throw, he's going to have a seizure, and he's going to get drilled in the middle of that seizure. What is that going to look like? So you're going to risk it even more by bringing him on the field for kickoff when any schlub can kind of stand on that side? You got to have, don't you have like a 5th string receiver you can put out there?
Yeah.
Like, if you're worried about the onside kick out there, like onside kicking up like 30 or whatever. Maybe, alright, I don't know. He needs a coach. I don't know for sure. Always like the guy that can throw the ball 45 yards at halftime isn't playing in the game. Don't you like that?
Yeah.
Like, look at these two guys. Okay, 55 looks like a picking man. And look at 45. He's going to throw the ball 45 yards in the air. Watch. On the run, no feet, and he's not playing. You ever wonder about that? Like, you wonder, like, hey, you're a great athlete. Ooh, why don't you put a pep? Oh, there's Caden Thomas. There's our season on crutches. Here we go in. just going to throw off with one foot. He doesn't even know how to get his feet straight. This guy just throwing off the front foot. He doesn't even know how to throw a football. He's throwing it 50 yards.
Yeah.
Like he's just chucking out. But this guy bench presses 295.
That's impressive. Look at that. Look at that.
But look at that. He doesn't even know how to throw a football. And he's getting it there.
Who is that kid?
I don't know.
But he's
Another
on the team.
kid that- yeah.
He's just another kid.
Just another kid that isn't playing.
Look at that.
He's trying to throw like that little sideline fade pass.
Flick.
Yeah. Just a wrist flick for him. His pants keep falling down. Dude, that's just a flick. That's ridiculous. 10, 20, 35 yard pass. That's further than anyone we've thrown except for the a pass and run that we got with Mel. These guys are just messing around and having a good time.
Yep. But he brings his elbow back well. Hey, there's the boss. What's up, wife?
How's it going, honey?
Yeah, just talking football.
Oh, you
No.
know.
No, we're not. It's not really football.
That's true.
Darren went here at the Santa Monica.
Do you know my wife,
Hi,
Tristan?
Darren. Tristan Collis.
He's a pro.
We're taking notes.
What's fantastic is I repeat what he says 90% of the time, and he repeats what I say 10%.
It's a great view from it.
That's the problem.
Yeah, because it hurts.
That is really the problem, Tristan.
I mean, we're not complaining, we're just pointing out opportunities.
The fact that you can see they're not wrapping up is a problem. This is ridiculous.
I love it because every football game I get to go to, I get to outside of Victoria's commentating in my ear. It's great.
Yeah, I go home and I try to fall asleep as fast as I can.
She's not talking about me, she's talking about when we were in college.
Oh yeah, that's my football.
College. Hey, by the way,
Way back when.
long horns, right? Long. It's not.
It's a breed.
It's not long.
It's
It's
great.
a long. No, there's no D. Right.
It's long.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
there's-
was kind of
yeah.
interesting. Longhorns.
That's right. It's a long.
Long horn. How about long
There's an O.
ear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Hey, at least he didn't get the Summerlin.
I'll tell you this. I will bet this. I bet. First of all, that game with UCLA was phenomenal. But I'm back to the other thing.
Okay, so
I bet you
okay,
Maryland gets much more credit later in the year. And number 92 defensive end for
Maryland looks pretty good, actually.
much better. So that's a great example that
Yeah.
I don't think Texas deserved to be in the top 25.
Preseason rankings are always iffy.
Without a doubt. But that defensive lineman, number 92 on Maryland, I guarantee we'll talk about that guy. That guy made a difference every which side of the field he played on, and he split both sides. He
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
just dedicated strong or short side.
The problem that you're going to run into with that is, yes, that's true, but the fact that Texas couldn't stop anything, it was really bad.
And they used to be
So what was I saying?
so
It wasn't
defense.
that Texas
It was
wasn't
really
stopping
good.
it.
All
It
defense.
was
They were
Texas
so
was
good. Oh
creating
my
their
God.
own penalties. I mean, penalty after penalty. The reality is the offensive line for Texas is horrible. They would panic and then they'd foul and get a penalty and then put them back. They had some great plays. Defense.
Okay, so going back to the UCLA game, is it
That
how
was
bad that Texas A&M melted down, or how good UCLA came back?
I gotta tell you.
It hurts.
Three things, yes.
little bit.
And the best thing about it was a charmed game. There's no 6 plays. I'll tell you straight up that if any one of those 6 plays didn't happen,
How about this
they
one?
would've won. That one is one of them.
How about the one where he's throwing in the end zone, the guy comes and catches it?
That's 2. There are 2 fourth downs, more than 6. One was 6 yards, the other one was 9 yards. They had no business making either one of them.
Well, you know what? The interesting thing is, I will give credit to UCLA because in the second half, Josh Rosen did not get hit very much.
Bingo. That's
That
bingo.
offensive
That was
line.
the big change.
And I think they kind of figured out, like, we're not going to really be able to run, so we're going to let him throw throw it 60 times.
Finally use a tight end.
That's right. That's right.
Been waiting for that for
That
20
is
years.
exactly right.
Well,
But the other
on
thing,
St. Louis was the last one.
and the credit to Mora to keep their head in the game rather than just inject it out. Just play one play at a time. One play at a time.
And the other thing that they did that I thought was really good is they went from that 7-man in the box and brought that safety up and said, I dare you to throw the ball.
Yes.
Throw the ball. Because when the throwing quarterback went out and they put it in mounds,
Yeah.
oh, it was done. That was freshman. Starkle was killing them.
Yep.
But the dual threat quarterback did not look that good. Now the new guy, because Rosen's gone after this year.
Is he?
Oh, I dare you.
He's not a junior. What is he? Sophomore?
He's a junior.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't think. Look, I don't think he can take another year of getting hit like that.
I was reading the A&M message boards after that. You know, it was obviously calling for someone, but someone had a really good point. If you do the math, A&M was throwing the ball. Okay, if A&M doesn't throw the ball and they keep the ball on the ground,
Yeah, win it.
clock rolls. They have
That's
to
right.
force UCLA into these timeouts.
That's right.
The Bruins don't have
More
time to
timeout.
make that
That's
comeback.
it. That's exactly
You
right.
know, so if they just run the ball and what else?
Well,
They're doing something. Oh, using the play clock.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They
They
were
never
so
did.
was that
They
20? They
stopped
stopped by
at
the
20.
20.
Coaches
Yeah.
do not use the play clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some basic stuff.
Yeah.
But that's just an example where you get
That's-
so
yeah.
excited in the moment.
But that's a
And-
freshman quarterback and a new offensive
The,
coordinator.
That's
coach,
it.
the coaches
That's-
have to lead that.
Have
Yeah,
to.
it's a new offensive coordinator
Use
saying
the clock.
like,
Use the
clock.
holy shit, we're gonna blow this. But you know, I
Let
like
me tell you,
some of
they
it.
didn't realize they weren't hitting the panic button until the score got to 31 or 30, whatever. All the way back up from
Well,
10 to 31.
the
or whatever.
reality
They're like,
is-
yeah, oh well.
The reality is I think when he missed the field goal, I think then they missed the field goal.
Yeah.
That was a break. If they had hit the field goal,
That's
game
another one.
over.
There were a
Yeah.
lot of one play things that happened that if one of those things doesn't go UCLA's way, then
And that started in the third quarter. That's my
Yeah.
point. That whole comeback was magnanimous.
You know,
But-
and what that does is it throws Josh Rosen in the Heisman candidate conversation.
that pass was so underthrown. The one downfield, when A&M guy was right there.
He jumped like this and went through his hand. Oh
It
my
was
god.
so underthrown.
Right.
He didn't have a chance to catch it,
Yeah.
but he just went through his hand and was shocked to hit him in the hands. Lasson was so lucky. But then, by the way, did you go back and watch the last play?
The
The
SEC
UCLA
refs.
guys was not set.
That's right. The SEC refs, they don't take a look at that.
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't even take a look at it.
Like he's like does this, and the guys are still coming to the
That's
line.
right.
See, I think what happened was it looked like he was bobbling it, but he trapped the ball against his leg, so he
Yes.
did have it. And when his leg was down, I think that's why it was really touchdown because he had it. He had control against his leg. So.
And the other thing that blew my mind was what I think was the most brilliant play of the weekend was that fake spike. That was genius. That showed poise and really thinking he's going to come in and do it quick like this. And no. He goes to that corner. Found him.
I just think the SC quarterback, and I know you're not going to like it, but I think SC beats Texas by 30.
Oh, no, I agree. I don't disagree. Well, here's the thing. Again, preseason bullshit. But I will say that SC, I think, is a
Texas won
solid
the big
top
one.
10.
What's that?
Texas won the big one,
Sure
no
did.
6.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Got any lead on tickets, guy? I got the lead.
I'm actually working on it.
All right, good.
March.
So the good news is that I got to sit on the 50-yard line for that game. That was phenomenal.
Well,
But now we'll go this way, and I do think SC is a solid
But-
top 10 team.
but you got to remember.
And I don't think that Texas is a top 10.
You got to remember that Vince Young didn't hit the turf in the second half against SC.
Yeah.
And that,
You know what?
And that,
Because the ridiculous offensive line we had.
well,
Yeah, he had great moves anyway,
wait,
but
Texas doesn't throw the football to the tight end all year, except in the championship game, and he has 11 catches.
Yeah.
And that guy's never heard from again.
ta-da!
Vince Young was hardly heard from again.
Yeah, in 3 seasons, but yeah, you're right.
Well, he went through, didn't Vince Young have major depression?
Oh,
trying
total.
to try to commit suicide?
I don't know about suicide, but it was bad.
It was
He-
Houston,
he had-
right?
No, he went to, well, he grew up in Houston.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
Unanswered points. Let's recap the scoring in the first half. Great drive to start the game. 6-yard touchdown run after 4 minutes and 25 seconds, taken in by Melvin Hicks. 6 yards out, and the Vikings go 60 yards in those 4:25. And you thought, hey, got something going on the ground, and just didn't happen again. The rest of the half, penalties, and just couldn't get through on the ground. There was one nice pass play for the Vikings, a short pass that came to this side of the field on a nice throw by Philip Lopez, the starting quarterback tonight, backed up Leo Reynosa last week, who got hurt. But again, the Vikings struggling, getting things going on the offensive side of the ball, and it's costing them on the other side. Tonight, for example, through the first half, you had 4 rushing touchdowns. We know it would be a tall order tonight with this backfield that Compton brought. Christian Swintz, 2 offers already by Division I schools, Nevada and Arizona, both after him. He had a big game in this game last year. And coming off a 5-touchdown performance in their win last week, had 3 first-half touchdowns tonight. The first one from 9 yards out, 2:38 to go in the first quarter. 2-point conversion was good, made it 8-6. Santa Monica did not have the ball for very long after that, less than 3 minutes. In fact, Swint came back and had a 5-yard touchdown run at the 10:06 mark of the second quarter. PAT was good, made it 15-6. Yet Christian Swint wasn't done. First play from scrimmage, 57 yards out with 7:37 to go before halftime. Nice run after he was touched twice, but just the speed and just all over the field in the first half. Swint put it in. 2-point conversion was good. Made it 23-6. And then that was the time of the ball game where Santa Monica got the ball back. And I thought, well, chew up most of the rest of the first half. If not, you go in worst case scenario 23-6. Well, he gave up the ball again with a couple of minutes to go. And Compton, Schrader under center, and the running game again took it all the way down. Another penalty-driven and just on their heels again kind of a drive for Santa Monica. And the Compton Tar Babes eventually got down to the 2-yard line where Terrence Pratt got his first score of the game, 2 yards out. 21 ticks remaining in the first half. PAT again good by Urea. 30 unanswered to end the half. 30-6 Compton through 24 minutes of play. And see what Santa Monica can do to begin the third quarter to try to get back in this game. That 6-0 short-lived lead that they had in the first quarter was their lone lead of the season after a couple of miserable weeks to start the year. Had a shot tonight out of the gates, but so far not meant to be. So we'll see if the Vikings can get going here in the third quarter in a 24-point hole. Santa Monica, remember, got the ball first tonight as Compton won the toss deferred. So yet again, the Tar Babes will be back at it to start the second half. And you talk about pressure to get a quick, if not 3 and out. You got to get the ball back quickly because down 24 early second half. Just a tall order, unless, of course, you're UCLA, down 34 last week with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the Bruins came back, so not quite that tall of an order, but Vikings a lot of work to do. All right, how about that comeback last week rather, by the Bruins? It was the second biggest comeback in the history of NC2A football. Santa Monica right now in a 24-point hole early in the third quarter. And got to give the ball up to start the second half. Hope everyone's having a nice week. Santa Monica next week at Dana Hills. Compton will be off next week before they go to Gardena in 2 weeks. All right, Vikings kicking off from right to left. And Edgar Rubalcaba will kick it off. It'll be a squib kick, and it will be recovered quickly on a squib kick instead of just trying to pin Compton back deep. Of course, trying to also prevent an athletic team maybe from running it back, which we have seen a couple of times already tonight. Garcia recovers, and they'll take the ball in very good field position on their own 45 to start the third quarter from left to right. Compton band in attendance tonight. The cheer squad and Santa Monica always coming out in big numbers. Very good marching band. And before Compton runs a play in the third quarter, a Santa Monica penalty. Can go ahead and move it up the midfield now.
Patricia Santos.
1st and 5 from the 50. This is Brew under center, and a handoff. Ball does come loose. Santa Monica says they have it, and they do after a fumble by Shamar Lucas.
Fumble recovery, Santa Monica.
So the first play after the 5-yard penalty against them, the Vikings get a fumble recovery. They got 3 fumble recoveries in this game a year ago. They get their first one tonight.
Sarah Cooper.
So the Vikings get a big break here to start the third quarter. Now let's see what they do on the offensive side of the ball. You got to capitalize on the fumble recovery. If you don't, doesn't do you any good and get that turnover. There's a handoff. That doesn't get much.
Dancy on the carry.
So Dancy, minimal yards there. In fact, call it no gain. 2nd and 10.
44, Jesse Lopez. Samo Pep Squad Senior, Gracie Fletcher. And Alexis Lopez Antonio. Let's hear it for Samo High Pep Squad.
Another pre-snap penalty here. Looks like Santa Monica has another quarterback. Looks like Brian Stewart-Jones a quarterback for Santa Monica.
Brian Stewart-Jones.
And it'll be 2nd down and 15. Stewart-Jones, 5'9", 150. He is a senior, so the Vikings, of course, been really shook up with these injuries. First 2.5 games of the season. Don't know about Lopez, but this is now 3 deep at the quarterback spot, losing Reynoso already last week. There's a handoff, not quite at midfield, not quite at the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and long coming up, 3rd and 11.5 for the Vikings.
For 4 yards, brought down by number 91, Jonathan Fernandez.
Edgar Rubalcaba back on the field for the Vikings. And he is out wide to the left. Ramos in the slot. Shotgun formation. Stewart-Jones, 5-step drop. Now avoids one tackler, throws down the middle. Dangerous pass. Could have been picked. But through a defender's hands, actually through Niles Hibbert's hands. And it's 4th and 11.
For number 22, Edgar Rubalcaba. Incomplete. 4th down, Samo.
Rubalcaba was out there, but right through Niles Hibbert's hands of Compton. It could have been easily picked. Another penalty on Santa Monica here.
Flag on the play against Santa Monica.
Boy, the Vikings, ever since that first drive of the game, just completely out of sorts. And an illegal substitution there cost them 5 more. 4th and 15. The ball will be snapped from the 44. And it'll be punted away from the 34. Parks will punt it, and it goes out of bounds around the 32, maybe? 30. Nope, walked up, 35-yard line, all right?
That ball is down out of bounds at the 35-yard line. First down, Compton.
22-yard punt, 10:15 to go in the third quarter, so the fumble recovery does the Vikings no good. Didn't move the ball at all. In fact, went backwards at times and did not have the ball for very long at all. Had it for about a minute and a half. And there's a reverse coming this way and hit out of bounds. That one to Christian Swint. Gain of maybe a yard.
That tackle made by 27 of Santa Monica. Christian Swint on the carry for Compton.
Swint, just a monstrous first half.
Second down. And
3 touchdowns. Touchdown runs totaling 71 yards. He had more than that on the ground. Just ate up the Vikings a year ago down in Compton with 222 on the ground. Might have that kind of a total tonight. There's another fumble. And again, the Vikings recover their second fumble in the first 2:08 of the second half. First time it failed. Let's see about the second time. You have an opportunity to make a move, but it only does you any good if you can move the chains and get in the end zone here. 33-yard line, great field position. About the best spot the Vikings have been since that opening drive tonight. And Santa Monica will have it here. Brian Stewart-Jones at quarterback. I formation and a handoff. Off tackle, left side. Bulldozing one man is Dancy. And he'll go down around the 26. That is a nice run of about 7.
for a gain of 6 yards.
So second down, call it 4.
7 yards.
And the ball will be spotted just inside
3 to go.
the 27. That's Tony Dancy at his finest, that kind of a run. The Vikings under a lot of pressure here to put the ball in the end zone. There's a fumble, but it is picked up by Dancy, and
Tony Dancy fumbles the ball.
Vikings
recovers his
fortunate
own fumble.
to get that
Brought
back.
down by number 7, William Wilson.
Ball will be placed right at the 25, so you're going to have 3rd and 2
2 yards.
for the Vikings. Gain of 1 officially there. Parks to the right. And a handoff up the middle. This will be first down yardage for Santa Monica. That'll be Eduardo Saldana on the carry. Had 1 carry early in the game tonight.
First down.
Vikings with more first downs than they had last week, considerably more by now, and up to about the 19. Handoff left side, Dancy across the 15, and up to about the 13-yard line.
Dancy
Gain of 6 there.
brought down by number 10, McGraw. Good for 6 yards on the carry. Second down, 4 yards to go.
McShale McGraw in on the tackle for Compton. It is second down and 4 to go. Ball just outside the 13. Got to get inside the 10 for a first. One man to the left and right. And off up the middle again to Saldana. And I believe you're looking at 3rd and less than a yard here. So
Eduardo Saldana on the carry, tackled by Tyrone Fleming. Met at the line
nice thing about this drive for Santa Monica, manageable situations.
3rd down and 1.
Again, 3rd and short. Need a couple of feet for the first down. Stuart Jones under center, second quarterback of the night for the Vikings. Go to the left again, Saldana across the 10. He has it on the forward progress.
Saldana met by and tackled
1st and goal, Santa Monica.
by 10 McGraw, but that carry is good for a first down.
1st and goal, Vikings from the 7. Shades of the first series of the game for the Vikings. Handoff left side, and Hicks brought down around the 5. So 2nd and goal for Santa Monica.
Melvin Hicks on the carry, brought down by number 7, William Wilson.
Now the second fumble recovery of the half. The Vikings picked it up on the Compton 33, moving the ball nicely, all on the ground. But gonna have to finish here. Clock is ticking away. Half of the 3rd quarter already gone. 2nd and goal from the 5. Saldana turns and close to the goal line, brought down around the 1. And actually Stuart Jones kept it, did not hand it off. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Very short.
Just got to punch it in. This is what I like about this kid. He's reading the play as he's approaching. Look at him. No panic.
3rd and goal from the 1.
No panic.
Stuart Jones. Handoff up the middle. Dancy into the end zone. Touchdown.
Tony Dancy, touchdown, Santa Monica!
So the Vikings punch it in. 33-yard drive after the second fumble recovery of the half. They capitalize on the second one. Dancy, a 1-yard touchdown run, makes it 30-12 with 5:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. And let's see about what the Vikings want to do here. They're going to go for 2. I formation. Stuart Jones handed off around the left side. Dancy will knock down one man, and I don't know that he's getting up anytime soon. Dancy just bulldozing a Compton defender in the end zone. And good to see the Compton man get up. He is a tough kid, Dancy is. 2-point conversion easily is good, 30-14 with 5:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. LivePlaySports.tv. Edgar Ruvalcaba kicking off for Santa Monica. Again, a squib kick down the middle of the field, picked up at the 21. Up to about the 35 go the Tar Babes. Now the Vikings make things a little closer, but still down 30-14 with 5:10 to go in the 3rd. Swint on the kickoff return. Brought down by number 14, Dwayne Davison of Santa Monica. From the 35 of Compton. And a pitch to the left side, down the left sideline across midfield. Another big gain on the ground of about 17 yard. Terrence Pratt this time. Pitch by Schrader.
First down, Compton.
Boy, they have just gotten chunks like no other tonight, Compton. And already in Santa Monica territory with 4:50 and counting third quarter, 30-14. Handoff to Pratt. Well, across the 45. Gain of about 5 yards there for Pratt. 4.5 to go. Compton's still very content, obviously, with this big ground game tonight, and just obviously looking to chew up clock and maybe put it in yet again. Remember, 30 unanswered to end the first half. Second down and 4 after the 6-yard run from the 43 of Santa Monica. Pitch it backwards, now around the right side. This is Swint, 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds. Amazing. Student body left, student body right, all around the field. This ground attack has been just beyond words tonight for the Tar Babes. And a first down there. Go under 4 minutes, third quarter, ball spotted at the 30.
On the other side? No, that's 88, right? Brandon Robert, how's he getting sucked in? I don't get it. He's live over.
All right, one receiver out to the left. That's Kalen White for Compton. They've only thrown the ball a couple of times tonight. It happened in the first quarter. Back to pass. They throw it again here, looking for White on the crossing pattern, out of his hands. Now, there are 3 navy blue uniforms around him.
For Kylan White, number 17, incomplete.
Good coverage, but surely a ball that should have been caught. Second down and 10. At the 30. Interesting call there, throwing the ball when you're up 16, 3:35 to go. But again, they've only done it a few times tonight. It is still the third quarter. When you're getting the job done on the ground, there's a 360 move across the 25, push backwards there as spin action trying to get through that secondary, but to no avail for Terrence Pratt.
Sebastian Acosta and Joseph Becerra.
Costa and Becerra with the tackle. Helmet comes off for Pratt, and there is an injury at about the 30-yard line.
The medical staff is out to attend.
Injured player for Compton.
I think it's the quarterback.
Well, it's not Pratt. We know that much.
So 2 and Schrader are okay. And Swin is Swin.
Cannot see the numbers on
Can't see the number. Flat on his back with 3 staff members around the injured Tar Babe at the 30-yard line. 3:19 to go, third quarter. Compton 30-14. Compton out of the Moore League, 1-1 on the year. They are off next week at Gardena in 2 weeks. Santa Monica looking for a victory. Going to have to be a monster comeback tonight. Be at Dana Hills next week.
That's a UCLA. And that's a team when they bring out the coach. That's it. They're giving away the medical staff, so that's not good. Yeah, but the people even have.
We'll step aside here for a moment and let you know who this injured Compton Tarbay player is at the 30-yard line with 3:19 to go in the third quarter. They're up 30-14.
That's a bounce. Compton came out to go.
All right, ladies.
Bass is fine.
105 is the total. All right, you got it. So let's see. On to this. We got this part. What do you think? Red or blue? Red or blue?
Blue picture comments, but
Hi, Victor, I'm Connie. Look back at number 77.
big blue.
Big blue?
Yeah, because A&M lost, so people at UCLA color. And that's not a good sign. They're gonna try to help him off. They shot a movie in there.
That's it. 6'5". I'll read this one. In the fourth quarter, I'll keep the money here, 105.
They're
And then
gonna
I'll
try to carry
announce the
him off.
winner's name.
You got two guys to
Okay,
carry him off.
do they come up here or?
They'll come right here.
Okay, cool. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Come to the window.
Say again?
Come between the window.
You got it?
No, they're carrying him off. That's
Same
it.
number?
That's
Same
it.
number?
I got it right now. 44.
That player, Shane
Well, the injured Compton Tarbabe is Jesse Lopez,
being assisted off the field right now by teammates. Let's give him a round of applause.
a junior fullback for Compton, being carried off by a teammate and a couple of teammates, actually. So a delay of a few minutes here with Compton up 30-14 with 3:19 to play in the third. And Santa Monica
Waters and Dr. Chris Fox,
desperately needing a
part of the
stop
medical staff
right
here on
now.
attendance to take care of situations just like this.
Dropped him off the table. Oh my god.
The players did?
Yeah, that hurt me. You can see him yell. That poor kid.
All right, now we could start the clock here. Schrader under center, 3rd down and 4. Now we're ready at the 24-yard line. Pitch right, cut back, Swint across the 20, and enough for the first down, just enough.
Brought down by Elijah Mole. Enough for the first down, though. First down, Compton.
So at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10, go under 3 minutes here in the third. As long as Compton has kept the ball on the ground, good things have happened for them tonight. Pitch right, almost lost the ball, turning across the 15. But again, give them 5 more to the 14-yard line. They're coming in big chunks tonight,
Christian Swint
all night long.
with the
Christian Swint.
misdirection brought down by number 24, Tony
2nd
Dancy.
down and 4 as
Second down.
Dancy brings them down. 2nd and 4 from the 14. And there's another pitch. Cut back through the middle and up past the 10-yard line. First down yardage once again.
Christian Swint on the carry up the middle.
Same ball carrier, Christian Swint. This is a 4-year starter for Compton.
After
6'1", 195, coming off a
play after gaining 10 yards.
187-yard game and their 65-0 win last week over Hawkins. And I've got to believe he's over that tonight. He goes into the end zone from 5 yards out.
To the end zone, touchdown.
Haven't been able to stop him the entire night. And Compton scores another touchdown on another Christian Swint touchdown run. From 5 yards out, his 4th touchdown of the night, 1:57 to go, 36-14. Tarbabes on top. Second TD run of 5 yards tonight. Sad one from 9 yards, 2 5 yards, and a 57-yard run. Terrence Pratt with the other one from 2 yards out. 36-14, Urea on for the extra point with Swint holding. This would make it 37-14, a high snap, but the ball is down. The kick goes wide. So it is wide left. It stays 36-14.
Result keeps the score 36. Compton.
Tarbabes 36-14 with 1:57 to go in the 3rd quarter on liveplaysports.tv. Urea will kick off on his own 40. Hicks and Parks back around the 15-yard line.
Dr. Hector Madrano, S. House Principal.
Urea been kicking off all night tonight. Does it again here. Keeps it on the ground. Up man misses, and it is picked up at the 17-yard line by Donovan Parks. He is the 30, looking for the edge. 35-40, trying to stay in bounds. Penalty flag on the field. Thrown at the 40. It was a return of about 33 yards, but a flag is down at the 40-yard line. Tough break if it's on Santa Monica because it happened at the very end of the kick return and probably did not have to happen. So they're going to move the ball back. And I assume it was a block in the back call?
Yes.
Didn't see a call either way. Yeah, that is the call. Now we get that confirmed. Santa Monica.
Continuing the list of
quite the penalized team tonight, and that certainly hasn't helped amongst other things. Got to give Compton a lot of credit what they've been doing on the ground. A very fast, athletic, ground-driven team. And they're going to be a tough out this year in the Moore League. Remember, they haven't been to the playoffs since 2008. I think this team has the tools to get to the playoffs. Under center, Brian Jones. There's a rollout to the left. Throw down the field. It is caught by Donovan Parks. 35-yard line. It was dropped there at the last moment. Lost the ball, but I think he got it back. He did.
After a fumble, he recovers the play, moving the ball to the 32-yard line. First down!
Now that'll be a 35-yard pass play and the biggest play of the night in the air for the Vikings. Santa Monica at the 33-yard line.
Thank you to Dr. Ben Drotti, Superintendent of Santa Monica Malibu USD, for joining us.
I formation, give it to Dancy straight up the middle and brought down on about the 27. So 6 more on the ground for the Vikings. Approaching a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. The deficit is still quite large. Not done, but you got to pretty much plan on scoring every time you get the ball. You're down 22 here as the 3rd quarter winds down. Handoff to Hicks.
Melvin Hicks.
And across the 25. Bring up a 3rd and short.
Tackled by Francisco Vargas of Compton, making it 3rd down and short.
Vargas with the stop for Compton. Dancy still in the backfield. Ramos in motion.
Dr. Isaac.
And handoff. 1st down yardage, it looks like. Maybe right at the marker. I think he got it. Even if you didn't get it, you're certainly going for it. 3rd quarter winding out here with the gun right there. So that is the 3rd quarter. And it should be 1st down Santa Monica. If it's not, you're looking at 4th and inches. So they'll swap sides of the field with Compton on top, 36-14 after 3. Santa Monica actually won that quarter, 8-6. Due to the 2-point conversion. LivePlaySports.tv.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
All right, Santa Monica will have a 4th and inches at the 23. Start of the 4th quarter. The 1st and 3rd quarters tonight were even. 8-6 in the 1st quarter, 8-6 in the 3rd quarter. The 2nd quarter, thus far for the Vikings, the killer tonight. 22-point difference in the 2nd quarter for Compton. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Handoff, 1st down yardage. Tony Dancy is going to carry the ball to the 20. Moving a pile for 3 yards. And the Vikings right on that red zone doorstep. 1st and 10. This is a must touchdown possession here for Santa Monica. Ed Soldana in for the Vikings in the backfield. He's carried the ball a few times tonight. Handoff right side. Dancy maybe a yard across the 20. William Wilson, the tackler. After the 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 from the 19. Kind of have to go, I would think, a little quicker than this. A lot of standing around. Of course, you got the whole 4th quarter, but the deficit is 22. Handoff. Or keeper, rather, for the quarterback, Stuart Jones.
Quarterback keeper, Stuart Jones, brought down by Terrence Pratt after a short gain. 3rd down, Santa Monica.
3rd down and 8 from the 18. Essentially 2 plays to make. 8 yards here. Shotgun formation. Stuart Jones drops back 5 yards. Got some grass ahead of him. Some nice grass. Looking for the left sideline. Pushes one man over, and inside the 10-yard line, Stuart Jones will pick up the 1st down on the keeper. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7. We're going to go under 10 minutes here momentarily. Stewart Jones in for Lopez, who played the first half. Stewart Jones has had some nice keepers here in the second half. I formation, far side of the field. And another keeper, and skips through a couple of would-be tacklers, and Stewart Jones dances into the end zone. 6 more for the Vikings. Bring it to 36-20. So Stewart Jones, 7 yards out. Nice run from the 19 to give them that original first down. Go for 2 here, 36-20 with 9:43 on the clock. Going for 2. Stewart Jones, pitch it to the left and into the end zone from the pitch. That is Tony Dancy into the end zone. And it's 36-22, bringing the game to within 14 points. All right, perhaps we have a ball game. Let's see if the Vikings can get a fairly quick stop. Down 36-22, 9:43 to go in the fourth quarter on liveplaysports.tv.
50-50 raffle winner. Take those tickets out. Get your numbers ready. I'm looking for ticket number 6527283. If you're holding a red ticket, check your red ticket. 6527283.
Rubalcaba kicking off from the 40, looking for the short onside kick. I don't know. You don't really have to do that. Penalty flag on the play. Interesting decision to do that with 9:43 to go in the game. You're within 2 touchdowns. I think you kick it deep and get some stops, but penalty marker.
That's amazing. And the official doesn't know which way to put the ball. I love it.
I'll move it back 5 yards.
I know he wants a pooch guard over the top.
Rubalcaba's got to send this one deep. I mean, you got 9:43 to go. It's 36-22. You got quite a lot of time to go. Another short pooch, and this one is going to be caught in the air around the 40. Nice tackle. So it actually works in Santa Monica's favor. They recover a fumble going to the end zone, but let's see what the ruling is. I think they're going to rule it down. Well, that was certainly the best case scenario for Santa Monica, given the decision to kick it short. I believe they're going to call Tar Babes down, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Don't see a signal either way. Let's see where they put the ball down. And now the ball's put down at the 34. So Compton, after the returner was driven back, it'll be at the 29, I should say, not the 34, 29-yard line.
After the ball was down, ball was ruled down. First down, Compton.
1st and 10. Oh, misdirection again, coming to the short side of the field, cutting back, and up to about the 44. That is Niles Hibbert, the ball carrier.
Now it's Hibbert, brought down by number 5, Donovan Parks, and Melvin
Parks with a tackle, but give Hibbert 15 more. This is what Compton has done all night. They have gotten 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 or more yards all night carrying the ball. And the Vikings have not had an answer, and they need one now as we approach 9 minutes to go in the game, and it's a 2-touchdown differential. And Hibbert's been their 3rd option tonight behind Swint and Prant. This is Swint. This is Christian Swint, and brought down Not much there, about the 45-yard line.
By Swit, stopped by Eduardo Saldana and Tony Dancy.
Dancy and Saldana. And on the stops, give Swint a yard, 2nd and 9. The 45-yard line. Pitch and a penalty flag after they pitch to Hibbert. And it will be a false start. So this will be a nice break for Santa Monica. 2nd and 14. Move it back to the 40. Still lots of time, but need a stop. Clock rolling, 8:20. Vikings were down 30-6 at halftime. Won the 3rd quarter 8-6. And have a touchdown so far in the 4th quarter. And there's a misdirection coming this way. A fake to the right and coming back this way was Terrence Pratt. Davison on the tackle.
Pratt with the carry.
Ball's up to the 43. Third and 11, roughly. And a timeout will be called. All right, 7:34 to go in the 4th quarter as Compton calls the first time out of the 2nd half. They lead at 36-22 on liveplaysports.tv.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
All right, 3rd down and 12 from the 43. Big play for the Santa Monica defense. Schrader back to pass, looking far sideline. One-on-one coverage could have been picked, but it's broken up. Donovan Parks breaks up the pass, brings up 4th and 12, finally forcing Compton into a punting situation with 7:29 to go in the 4th quarter. And again, an opportunity there for Compton to chew clock and keep it where they have had success on the ground, but they decide to go in the air, a one-on-one, and Parks makes a nice play. And better yet for the Vikings, the clock stops. Parks is back on the 30-yard or the 20-yard line rather. And at the 33 is Urea for Compton. Ball will be snapped from the 43. And the punt is high but not very deep. Takes a nice Compton bounce for a few yards, and it will be downed at the 32-yard line. That will be a 25-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over. 1st and 10 on the 32 with 7:29 to go, and another opportunity for Santa Monica to chip away here. Plenty of time. You got to get the ball in the end zone, though. Of course, field goals won't do you any good right now.
Tonight's feature section of the Samo High Marching Band
Amir Tryon is a receiver to the right. There's a pitch back to Melvin Hicks, and across the 30, grabbed by the ankle, turns around, doesn't go anywhere past that. So, in fact, not even to the line of scrimmage.
Wrapped up by William Wilson on that pitch play.
It'll be a loss of 2.
Second down. Special shout out to color guard captain Maya Reynoso.
2nd and 12 from the 30. Clock running, 7 minutes approaching. Handoff up the middle to about the 35. We'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Vikings from the 36.
We did that. That was the very first week.
Stuart Jones hands off.
We did the first week.
And up, pushing the line to about the 39, maybe the 40. It's going to bring up a 4th down and roughly 2 yards to go. And I don't think the Vikings have a choice here. Gonna go for this. As 6 minutes to go approaching here with a 14-point deficit, 4th and 2, gotta go. Stuart Jones, handoff, penalty flag. First down if it's on Compton, but there is a flag. It's a hold on Santa Monica, and that is one of the big stories tonight.
Santa Monica.
The Vikings have just been destroyed by not only the Compton ground game, but by penalties. Negates the first down. Holding on the Vikings, so you can move this sucker all the way back to the 27-yard line.
Fourth down and long for Samohi.
4th and 15. That's a 13-yard penalty, and they're still going for it with 5:52 to go in the game. You're down 2 touchdowns, so might be worth a shot. Rolling out to his left, Stuart Jones goes to his left. Would have been well short anyway. Overshoots his target, Hicks, and would have been well short of the first down.
Complete pass attempt on that play.
Pretty much covered there.
Downs.
And now Compton will take over. Never had a chance for a first down there at all.
Top of the 50-yard line of the stadium. Check your tickets now. Red ticket 652-7283.
So Compton football at the 27 of Santa Monica. Now I believe you keep the ball on the ground.
For the 50-50 raffle. 652-7283.
Compton should not do anything else. Hand off to Swint. Across the 25, still on his feet until he's brought down there at about the 22. Gain of 5.
With the carry for 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Clock rolling. 5:24 to go in the game. Compton with the ball and up 2 touchdowns. If the Tar Babes hold on, it would be their 2nd win in their first 3 games. And remember, every year since they last made the playoffs in 2008, it's either been a 2 or a 3 win season. So you got 7 more in the regular season. Team that could really do a lot of damage. Got some great athletes out there, especially in their ground attack. Handoff, not much, but the clock will roll. There is a injury on the field, though.
Alignment is shaking up on that play for Compton.
Offensive alignment for Compton, and there have been several stoppages of play tonight to injury. Had a lengthy delay for Compton a little bit earlier with Jesse Lopez. Figure out who this is. Well, if nothing else, the chances have certainly been there tonight for Santa Monica. Just couldn't get stops when needed, could not avoid the penalties when needed. Had some early promise in this football game, but couldn't sustain it. And just a disastrous second quarter tonight, the difference so far anyway.
And the helmet's off. And now we see the numbers out. It's another one.
See the number?
It's a 50-something.
It is a offensive lineman for Compton. I'll let you know as soon as we can make out a number. You got several staff members and trainers around the young man, or inside the 20.
Looking at an ankle. That's not a good sign. I think Lopez is already out. He's out of his gear. That's on the other side.
He had two Compton players earlier carry off Lopez. It might do the same here with this player. It appears to have hurt his ankle. Getting a lot of attention, and he'll be helped off the field, not carried off, but assisted off by two of his teammates.
Mendez coming off the field with assistance.
That'll be Irving Mendez for Compton.
It's right. It's his right ankle.
Irving Mendez, number 55, an offensive
Mendez,
lineman,
55, with a
junior.
injury to his right leg.
So he will be assisted
Being
off.
attended by two teammates from Compton.
And Compton will have a 3rd and 3 from the 23.
Thank you, Dr. Chris Fox and Darren Waters, for that medical assistance.
Actually, the ball will be spotted at the 20. It'll be a handoff to Swint, and he is short of the first down. Might have gotten a yard, but he is short. It'll be 4th down for Compton as the clock rolls with 4:24 to go in the game. Dancy and Acosta on the tackle.
Short of the first down.
So now, if you're Compton, you are obviously rolling the play clock and keeping it on the ground. That would be ideal for the Tar Babes here, going under 4 minutes. And up 2 touchdowns. There's a pitch left side. They do keep it on the ground. And let's see, this is going to be tight. Right around the 17, which is what they needed. Dancy and Ramos on the tackle. And there is no measurement. Inches short. Santa Monica gets a stop, but now you have to move the ball fast. 3:55 to go in the game. You're down 2 touchdowns. Can't afford to burn clock here. Last week got a 75-yard touchdown pass to Hicks. That was the only score of the game. You're going to need not necessarily that, but something reasonable in the air or a long play of some sort along the way. And there's going to be before the first snap, a timeout. Timeout Compton, their second of the half. So they have 1 left. Samo's got all 3 of its timeouts left. Down 2 touchdowns, 3:56 to go on the game on liveplaysports.tv.
Tell you what, Stewart Jones
All right, Brian Stewart-Jones at quarterback for Santa Monica. He's done a fine job here in the second half, trying to lead the Vikings to a comeback. They were down 30 to 6 at half. Shotgun, trying to get out of trouble, but Compton bringing quite a few players there for tackle for loss.
Cassius Starks on that play. Tackle for loss.
Loss of 5, second down and 15. Stewart-Jones goes down from Cassius Starks' tackle.
To the 13-yard line, second down.
Ball on the 13 now. Long field for the Vikings. Time winding out. Pressure. Throw down right sideline. It's going to be intercepted. Underthrown. Picked by Christian Stint. And Swint will be out of bounds at the 20. He plays both ways. Playing center field there and picks one off. First interception of the night for the Compton defense. Swint, absolutely the MVP of this football game. And basically ends any threat of Santa Monica trying to come back and win this game. Vikings do have all their timeouts left, but time winding out with 3 and change left. 2 touchdown game. Handoff left side to the 15, across the 15. Still not down. Finally down. Boy, the yards after contact as well tonight. Huge thing in this football game. Timeout, Santa Monica. You might as well use your first one here. Pratt brought down by Hicks, and 2:56 to go. The Vikings will have 2 timeouts left.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.
Florida Atlantic, let's find out.
He's at FAU, right?
Yeah.
He was the cockiest dude I've ever met.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, for 4 years, that guy lived the charmed life. It was an illusion that he was a good coach.
Until he got fired almost immediately from Oakland. He didn't even get a coaching game, did he?
All right, second down and 1.
Second down.
From the 12-yard line, under 3 to go. Compton up 36-22. Handoff left side, through the line, pushing over a couple of men, and into the end zone goes Terrence Pratt, his second of the game. 12 yards out. That is the, that is the 6th rushing touchdown of the game for Compton. Pratt's second. Swint's with 4 rushing touchdowns. It is now 42-22. Compton puts this thing away. Might just line up for 2, or they may elect to kick it. It looks like they're going to kick it. Urea will have the PAT here with 2:48 to go in this game. The Compton Tar Babes are going to go to 2-1 on the year. PAT is good. And it's 43-22, Compton with 2:48 to go in the football game on LivePlaySports.tv. All right, probably one more time tonight. Urea will kick off for Compton with 2:48 to go in the game, and the Compton Tar Babes out of the Moore League ready to go to 2-1 on the year. Santa Monica will head to Dana Hills next week, looking like with an 0-3 record. Urea kicks off on the ground. It'll be picked up at the 31 and taken to about the 45-yard line. 14-yard return by Anthony Runnell.
Tony Runnell.
The Vikings will have it, though now down by 3 touchdowns with 2:44 to go in the fourth quarter. All right, out of the shotgun, stepping in to throw. Pass is complete, about the 42. Philip Lopez makes the pass, and it is complete.
That pass is complete to number 27, Rodney Creighton.
Rodney Creighton makes the catch.
Down.
First down, Santa Monica to the 41.
And Samo High fans, we have good news. The 50-50 ticket raffle winner has been claimed. Congratulations, Tony Becerra.
2:20 to go in the game. Vikings with it, 1st and 10. Lopez back under center, throws on a crossing pattern now
Lopez
to the 25-yard line. Again, Rodney Creighton. Another first down. This is what the Vikings should have been doing the last time they had the ball when they were down 36-22, but couldn't do it. Instead, Compton got the ball back and basically put things away. 2 minutes approaching, 43-22. Lopez again out of the gun. 2 receivers to either side, and a penalty yet again going against Santa Monica. Been a major problem tonight for the Vikings. False start, moves it back 5.
That penalty moves Samo High back 5 yards. First down and 15.
1st and 15 from the 30. Shotgun Lopez fakes once, trying to get out of trouble. He does not. Going down at the 35. Another 5-yard loss for Santa Monica, so now you'll have 2nd and roughly 20 to go. Timeout Vikings, 1 left.
2nd down.
1:47 to play. 3 touchdown lead for Compton. Basically returning the favor in terms of that score from a year ago, and Santa Monica won it by 20 at Compton. Also week 3 of that season. And it was the Tony Dancy show that night. Also, heck of a game by Christian Swint in that game last year. But tonight, just absolutely ran over every Viking possible. 4 touchdown runs tonight for Swint. Also an interception in the second half in the secondary. 2nd and 19 from the 34. Shotgun, Lopez looking to his right, pass complete. This is Parks, runs out of bounds.
Lopez, pass complete to Donovan Parks. Scrambles out of bounds.
Near sideline, brings up a 3rd down, move it up to the 25. 3rd and 10, gotta get right to about the 15, but just a $1:42 to play. 3rd and 10. From the original line of scrimmage, Lopez, shotgun. 3-step drop, and the play is blown dead.
Flag on that play.
Yet another false start on the Vikings. Boy, if you don't address this in practice the next time you take the field. Seemingly one flag after another tonight against the Vikings. Not sure it would have made a difference as far as a scoreboard, but you'd like to start making improvements in that department. The Ocean League around the corner and a couple weeks down the road, and got to get better. Saw some things tonight that we didn't see last week, and we're going to have another penalty, but this time there was contact in the neutral zone. It might go the other way this time.
It could go against 22.
Yeah, that's offsides Compton. So give the Vikings the 5 yards back.
That flag on the play goes against Compton. 5-yard penalty, returns it 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 again from the 25. And the shotgun goes behind Lopez, pick it up, throw to a wide open, tiptoeing down the sideline, a wide open Donovan Parks on the right sideline. And right around 1st down yardage.
That could be. It is.
1st down Santa Monica. Go under 90 seconds to go in the football game. Just a question of what the final score is going to be here tonight. Shotgun again. Lopez almost picked. Wanted Parks around the 5-yard line. Again, a timing play broken up. Could have been picked. And it was not. Niles Hibbert there.
Donovan Parks almost intercepted by Niles Hibbert. 2nd down.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 15. 1:12 to go. Vikings still with 1 timeout left.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that they made me wind the clock.
That's right.
That's right. They made me wind the clock. Not like I'm
Homer's advantage.
And 2nd and 10, shotgun. Lopez looking into the end zone, throws, ball batted away. A couple of blue and white uniforms there. Nice play, batted towards the end of the end zone. Be 3rd and 10.
Lopez's pass incomplete, batted away by Compton. 3rd down.
So 3rd and 10 for the 15. Vikings, of course, with a season high already in points. After the 8 points last week. Managed to put the ball in the end zone a few times tonight. One more opportunity here. Overthrows Dancy out of the backfield. And he did have him there at the 20. Dancy had some room as well, but it'll be 4th and 10 instead. It could be the final play of the night on offense for Santa Monica. 4th and 10 at the 15. Lopez looking end zone again. Hicks, well, hit his fingertips, but just broken up nicely. Again, towards the back of the end zone. Hibbert was there. The ball was broken up at the last moment after it hit Hicks in the fingertips. And in all probability, final tonight would be 43-22. Don't see a reason for Compton to do much here with 1:02 left. There is one timeout available for Santa Monica, but
Josh Rosen could come in. Ghost.
I can guarantee you,
John
Josh
Uriah
Rosen
is
is
not
not
up.
making an appearance.
Y18.
maybe you run one play for Compton and then start thinking about taking a knee. So
Oh, look, they broke out number 77 as a wide receiver. Just kidding.
of course you could take it here and
That's classic. I like that. Quarterback takes a knee on the play.
that's what they're going to do.
Second down.
And one more knee will do it.
Go under 40 seconds, and I believe Compton has to snap it just one more time, and we'll finish things off with a 43-22 Compton win. Again, the Tar Babes going to 2-1, Vikings going to 0-3. Compton is off next week at Gardena in 2 weeks. Santa Monica heads to Dana Hills next week in search of a W. And that was the last play. Two teams will shake hands across midfield, and that will do it. 7 seconds left officially. And we are officially at the final horn here at Santa Monica College. That is it. Final score tonight, Compton 43, Santa Monica 22. Tar Babes are 2-1, and the Vikings are 0-3. Thanks so much, everybody. Darren Preston with you, wishing everybody a wonderful weekend ahead. Vikings at Dana Hills next week. Again, Compton, we wish them well the rest of the year, beginning in 2 weeks at Gardena. Again, Darren Preston with you, our producer Darren Thomas. Thanks so much for the good men back in the truck. This has been Santa Monica and Compton from Corsair Field in Santa Monica, California on LivePlaySports.tv. Have a great night, everyone.
Booking a math tutoring session has never been easier until now. Visit our website today and book your first hour free. Start by choosing your location and the type of session that you'd like. Select your tutor, followed by the date and time that suits your schedule best. Then just fill out our simple booking form with your contact information and click Request Booking. You'll then receive a tentative confirmation email from us, followed by a final confirmation. And that's it. See you there.